Hey everybody, welcome to another video on Ridge to Creek Outdoors. Today I am preparing my deer for jerky, and so I just wanted to bring you guys along and show you how I do my deer jerky and also duck jerky. And yeah, so I got a small batch here, probably only a few pounds, and so I'll kind of show you guys my process and how I like to do it. And we'll go from cutting it to marinating it and then putting it into the smoker. So hope you guys enjoy this, and yeah, let's do it. Alright guys, so this is my jerky slicer. As you can see, it's got the slit right there, long enough knife to go through it. Can't remember what the brand of this one is. I'll put it in the link down below or in the description, but basically it's kind of cool. You got you set your meat on here, and then these trays are removable in it. So then about an 1/8 inch width on both of them, but you can use them to, you can either stack for a pretty thin piece. So that's what I have right now, and I'll show you guys. So this is like the thickness you'd be working with all those pieces in there. So basically my process here is, once I get done cutting it, I have a double bagged 5-gallon bucket there. So I'll get all the meat in there, and then when I'm done cutting, that's when I add the marinade. So let's get to cutting. All right, everybody, so I just finished cutting it all up here. One thing that helps with cutting for jerky and using this slicer is if it's a little frozen. So some of this stuff is still a little frozen, but there's probably, I don't know, 3-4 pounds of jerky in here. So I'm gonna go inside and get the recipe and ingredients, and we'll go through that step next. All right, thanks for following along. All right, so this is the recipe we're working with here. I got it off the Meat Eater website, and I really enjoy it. Instead of soy sauce though, I like to use teriyaki sauce, preferably Yoshida's, but the store was out. So I grabbed the next best option, was the Kikkoman. Probably said that wrong, but sorry about that. Anyway, so super basic. We got teriyaki, some salt, brown sugar, garlic powder, pepper, and then onion salt. And so I measured out the weight that we have in this recipe is all weight based, so you just adapt it accordingly. So we have 4 pounds of meat, and so we're gonna do 1 cup teriyaki, 1 cup brown sugar, a teaspoon of pepper, teaspoon garlic powder, 1 teaspoon onion salt, 2 teaspoons of salt. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna combine that all into a bowl here, and then once that's all mixed up, we'll transfer it over here into our meat, and then we'll once we dump it in there, we'll grab the bags out and get it all mixed up, seal it up, and stick it in the fridge and let it marinate for overnight and smoke it tomorrow. So here we go. All right guys, so now that that is in, we just take our bag out here and get the air out, get it sealed up, And I just double bag it because I'm just gonna go stick it in the fridge, and just for whatever reason there's a hole on the bag. I don't want it to get all over our refrigerator. That should be good enough. Alright, and then you just take it. Get it all mixed around good, and then about every few hours I'll open the refrigerator and I'll go through and keep mixing it until it's ready to go to the smoker, just to make sure everything does get some brine on it. But yeah, so we're gonna let this sit overnight, and then tomorrow I'm gonna fire up the smoker. I'm gonna be doing some smoked fish as well at the same time. So on one smoker I'll have this going, and the other one I'll do the fish. So yeah, so I'll pick up with you guys tomorrow when we get to smoking, and we'll carry on from there. So thank you guys for following along. All right, guys, welcome back. We got day 2 of the operation here today, and so the next step that I'm gonna do here is get my smoker preheated, and I'll show you guys what kind of smoker I have, and then we'll go from there. So here we go. All right, guys, so I have a Pit Boss grill smoker, and so kind of like all electric smokers, we want to turn it on here and put it on the smoke setting. I'm going to be smoking the jerky at 200 degrees. So I'm going to let it sit on the smoke setting for about 10 minutes or however long it takes me to prepare the meat coming out of the fridge, and then we'll bump it up to 200 and get that cleaned off there and get this jerky going. So I'll show you guys next step, pulling it out of the fridge. Here we go. All right, so we got our meat out of the fridge here, and rolled out about 3 layers of paper towels, and then I'm gonna basically pat dry the meat and then put it into just a cookie sheet, and then that's what I'm gonna use to transport it out to the smoker. And so just getting all that excess teriyaki sauce, and just so it doesn't leak down into my smoker. I've had it before where the excess leaks down and then it just causes a mess. So that's what the next step is. We're gonna get out, pat dry it, transport it there, and then we're gonna go get the smoker turned up to 200. And once it hits 200, we're gonna get these things on there and get to making some jerky. Alrighty, guys, so we got these all pat dried. We're gonna start throwing them on here. Hopefully I got enough room, but what I like to do is I like to put these on as that smoker is building up to the desired temperature, because get a little more, get that smoke going as the smoker is trying to get up to temperature. So just give these a nice light smoke, and yep, so we're just gonna throw these, get this on here, and if we gotta do 2 batches, we will, but hopefully we can get it all in one. And yeah, so stay tuned, it's gonna be delicious, and we'll be back with you guys. I'm expecting this to be, when I've done it in the past, it's been about 2 hours, and they're pretty good. So we'll close the lid and give these a check in a couple hours and see what we need to do. So thanks, guys, for following along, and I hope this is helpful for you guys, and we'll see you back when these are all done.
Thanks for following, guys.
Alright guys, this is where we're at, 2 hours in. See some of the thinner pieces. I'm going to pull this one off here. Still pretty bendy, but shreds good. I don't like a super crisp, hard jerky, and so I usually go towards the more not as much done. But some of these thicker pieces here, looking at it, I'm probably going to need another little bit, but that's what we got. You know, like a thin piece like that, that's done right there. Trying to look for that little veiny, you know, in there. But yeah, so 2 hours, 200 degrees, and I think some of these thicker pieces are going to be about 2.5 hours all said and done. So anyway, that's my step-by-step deer jerky process. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and hopefully you guys learned something and enjoy this recipe. And yeah, thanks for following along. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hit the like and the subscribe if you want to see more cooking videos of us putting out on here. So anyway, thanks guys. Here you go, deer jerky.